Hiya, welcome to the video. Just a follow up on the 45, some more benefits of picking this up, trying it. If you're trying to make a swing change, it's probably, as if you've watched this channel and loads of other channels that will tell you that you can cure over the top, and issues like that. We've all seen the videos. You can do it in like 5 minutes, and it'll stay away. Yes, you can do it, but here's the thing: you need to exaggerate the swing change hugely, right? So if you go back to the original start of the discovery of the 45 and the light bulb moment where we went from being over the top to being on plane within 3 golf balls, you'll see what I was talking about in the video the other day there about extremes of movement, because it really did look like, well, it didn't look like, the hands were actually coming out in front of my body, in front of me on the 45. And then I was turning, so that's why you could see the extreme move that's hidden in golf. The only difference with that move and the move you see Rory making is Rory blends the turn with that move absolutely to perfection. And if you don't believe me, get a side-on view or a back view or a 45-ish angle view of Rory McIlroy with his driver or any club, and you'll see the magic. Because there's another aspect to this 45, decode. It's one of those things, once you have it and once you own it and see it and start doing it, yeah, the first week it will feel odd, right? But and then there's this point, which I'm calling the vanishing point. It will be different with everyone, but you go from something that everyone says, oh, you're hitting a ball great, but that's a strange move, to it's like a seamless blend of an on-plane golf swing, because you are using 3 factors really that make it so consistent. Like I say, it's square for shoulder width, coming down here's like the downswing, impacts in here somewhere, and the through swing is still square. Shoulder width, that's a long distance to be square through the ball. So even if you're slightly off, you're not using your hands to save the shot, because you're swinging in front of you constantly at the 45. Some people have called it chopping wood. It's not really that either, right? All it is if if there was a nail in front of you, you hold the hammer at the end, and you instinctively know that the head of that hammer, to make the tool work, has to hit the head of the nail, and it has to be whatever angle you want that nail to go in at, right? Difference with the 45 is, in the golf swing, the reason it's so elusive is that is the angle to make that ball go straight. If it was a nail, effectively you're thinking that is going like into the ground at that 45-degree angle. But because the tool that you're using has loft, the ball hits the face, compresses, it moves up the face fractions of a millisecond as it does this, creates backspin and loft and gear, and goes upwards. So it's the reverse of what you would think would happen. It's physics, but the angle ties in with a 90. You saw the diagram, and it's the hidden 45 angle. So learning anything, making a physical swing change in your golf swing, you have to go really extreme to make the smallest of change. And if you speak to any pro that's worth his salt, they'll say they get a lot of students that are disappointed. They might be hitting the ball great after a few months of lessons, but the student themselves is disappointed because their swing doesn't look any different. I know that sounds... some people would say that sounds a bit foolish, because if you're hitting the ball great, but you're looking back at your swing and thinking you're disappointed because it's not looking any different. You can't say that about the 45, because if you've been an over-the-topper that, like myself, who just tried everything to swing on plane, and it just never happened, mainly because you're told all these things about how to swing the golf club, but you're not actually told that it's to be out in front of you on a 45. That's the one bit they miss out. If you watch any pro swinging the club, we've talked about swinging the handle before, your body reacts in a vertical stack to the club going up, and it coils and it coils, and you actually start using ground force. And you know, before I did all this, I clearly wasn't using any ground force. Even in small chips, when you're doing a chipping motion, you're still thinking about this 45, because remember, you're still moving the shoulders. So the thing is, when you hit the vanishing point, the blend is so good that it just disappears. Unless you really hold off your turn, you will not ever see it. So, you know, if you go back over the videos, for some reason, and maybe someone out there will be able to tell me, if I type in golf 45 or whatever, even though I put in tags and stuff for golf swing and 45 and things like that, very difficult to find unless you're a subscriber. So if you have accidentally found any of these, subscribe, because trying to find this channel on YouTube for some reason is near impossible at the moment. And you'll see that they push the big channels, and small channels get dumped way down in the algorithm and get lost. But the other benefit of this, and it's probably the biggest benefit, and it's probably the one thing that pros probably hate more than anything, is this one method, this one key, along with the Varden gripping up on the 45 blended turn. It means you can coach yourself. It means you can see the changes. They happen really quickly. Like a week, you will notice massive changes. You'll notice massive changes in 3 days. A week, huge. 2 weeks, absolutely enormous. 3 and 4 weeks, you've probably cut your handicap twice and shot the best round of your life without thinking about it, because it becomes automatic. And then from there, you've now got the ability, unlike most times in golf where you struggle, you've got the ability to go out and enjoy it and get better every time you go out, improve every time you go out. So you won't be going backwards, you'll be improving. When was the last time you could say that on a golf course? Anyway, thanks for watching. just wanted to, go over some of the benefits of this, because people have asked the 45 and, oh, you're so committed to it, and, and it's a key, it's a magic formula, it's the greatest secret in golf to every single golf swing out there. Every single great player's swing has the 45 in it, right? Now, once these blinkers come off and you start seeing this move, it'll never leave you, and you'll never look at golf the same way again. It's a game changer move, game changer mindset as well. Thanks for watching.